So you're thinking about moving to Peoria, Arizona, and there's a lot that you're not familiar with in the area. You're moving to a new area, you're not familiar with it. Well, today I'm going to be telling you everything you need to know about living in Peoria. I'm going to be taking you on a full map tour, letting you know what are the areas, what are they like, how far are they away from, different things in the valley, and just giving you all of the insider information about living in Peoria, Arizona. So let's get to it. Welcome back to our channel. My name is Brayden, and on this channel we talk about all things Phoenix lifestyle, what it's like to live here, and the real estate market. So if you're thinking about moving here or you're looking at making a move, buying or selling in the Phoenix metro area, make sure that you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. That way every time a new video is released, you can get notified, you don't miss it, and you continue to learn all about the Phoenix real estate market and how to move here, what it's like living here, get to know the different areas. And if you are thinking about making a move here to Phoenix, whether it's in a month, 2 months, 6 months, a year or two, reach out to us. You can call, text, DM, email, whatever your preference. We're here for you. It doesn't matter if it's, if it's gonna be a really quick thing or you're not even sure about your timeline and if moving to Phoenix is actually gonna happen. That's okay. We're here for you. We would love to help you. You can reach out to us anytime and we'll be the ones that are talking with you, going along with you on this journey. But let's get into this video. Let's look at the map and talk all about the pockets and the lifestyle of living in Peoria, Arizona. Okay, so this is the City of Peoria map. So you can see when I talk about Phoenix being really spread out, this is a pretty big section. So you have starting from down here off of, I think this is Peoria, or is this Olive? I think this is Olive, or Northern, excuse me, and then going all the way up to Lake Pleasant. So this is a big area, but let's do directions. I'm going to show you how far Peoria is to the airport. So Phoenix Sky Harbor, and we're just gonna say, I'm gonna do this. Okay, so the bottom section now, the 10 right now looks really bad. So we're gonna say if you're on the south section of Peoria, it's gonna take about 30 to 40 minutes. And then if you were on the north Peoria, so I'm gonna do 85383 zip code, and show you that way. So this is like the more north section. This is in Vistancia. But this is, you're looking at 40 to 50 minutes. So it is up here. It's a little bit further, further away, but that's okay. I'm just want you to have a good frame of reference for the city of Peoria and just how big it is. Because there's a lot going on. So up here you have Lake Pleasant Regional Park. There's not really a whole lot of housing up here. It's not like we have, housing on the lake. There's lots of mountains and, water. We don't have any waterfront properties or building. This is like state government land up here. So that is not something that we see. And, it's not like other places where you have kind of like a flat land and lake. We have like mountains and trails and things like that all around our lake up here. So it's a little bit different than maybe the Midwest when you're thinking about having like lakefront homes. For the most part, we don't have that, and when we do, they're usually like man-made lakes. But this is Lake Pleasant up here. This is a great area for boating. Sometimes people go camping along the lake. They have like donkeys up there. They have a really crazy like water slide, and like a water obstacle course type thing. So tons of fun activities. They also have a restaurant at the harbor, at the bay there. So lots of good stuff, great stuff going on at the lake, for outdoor living. And let's go, we're just going to talk about the rest of Peoria and kind of show you the different areas. So this is, you've got the 101 right here, which is a great area. And then you've got the 17. And if you go along off the 17, off of Happy Valley, you go across, you hit Peoria over here, go around, it kind of cuts through. So this whole section is, I would say off of the 101 and north is like North Peoria area. So, there's not a lot you can see like in between right here. You don't see as many of the roads and everything. There's not a lot, going down over here. But if you come down over here by Vistancia, here we go. Oh, there we go. Okay. So Vistancia, this is a huge master planned community. It's a beautiful community, very quiet, amazing area. We've talked about and we'll continue to talk about Vistancia as a very sought after area in the city of Peoria. So you've got a couple of different sections over here. So you've got Trilogy. This is 55 plus. They've got a golf course that's gated. Blackstone. This is luxury area, again, gated and guarded Golfstone community. And then you've got, this is the village in here. This is, anywhere from like townhomes to starter homes to some, bigger homes for bigger families and non-age restricted. They have community centers. They have, of course, the golf courses. This is a private golf course. Trilogy is open to the public. They also have, the country club restaurant there and everything. And then they have tons of trails and a couple, they don't have a lot of recreation there. They've got, a Safeway, a little coffee shop, a pizza place, a little bar. They got a couple of things like in there in Vistancia, but not as much. There are commercial plans in the works to bring a little bit more, I think, to this section. I could be wrong, but it's a beautiful community. Right here, this is the north point. This is the fourth section of Vistancia. It is being built out right now as we speak. So that started, I want to say the end of 2020, they started actually building up, the first set of houses. And so if you want new construction in Vistancia, you've got this here. There are also some lots available for custom homes to be built still in the Vistancia area, specifically Blackstone. So if you are looking for, luxury housing, you're looking to custom build a home, that could be an option. And they have a variety of price points, but this is, a higher end to luxury area, especially with the new construction. And then really, you're going to be starting in like the mid 400s and up for all homes in the Vistancia neighborhood. Okay. So if we go back down now and we go across, so Happy Valley is right here. So if you come, off the 303 to Lone Mountain, you can go through the backside of Vistancia, or if you come, off of the 303 to Happy Valley, you can go up into Vistancia. This borders Surprise right here, the city of Surprise. So there is some new construction this way, but it is not, it's City of Surprise. So you've also got a little bit of land, this way. Again, there's not a whole lot going up here. Like this is a lot of desert land. So that's kind of like, this is the northwest section of new construction and residential that's going on in the city of Peoria. And there's still a lot of like state land even in between here where there's not really any building going on. But the over here, the semiconductor plant is going in over here. And so that's not too far away from this section if you're going along the 303 to the Vistancia area or like this northern section. So just, consideration for you. So if you are going from, if you like going to the lake and you come down Lake Pleasant Parkway, down here, we have this big mountain region where there is Peoria Regional Preserve, lots of, mountains, hiking over here. They just put in this huge park over here, Paloma Park. I don't even know if it's on the map yet. Yes, Paloma Community Park. So they have a splash pad, they have a dog park, they have soccer fields, they have a lake for fishing, they have sports fields, 2 playgrounds, they have tons of stuff going on over there. It's a beautiful, beautiful park. That was phase 1. I believe phase 2 is going to be built out as well, but that was a great project for the city of Peoria for that awesome park up here in this area. So that's a really awesome park, really great area. just to hang out, bring the family, get active, get outdoors. And it's really nice. So that's awesome. And then if you come down here, this along Lake Pleasant, if you go down WestWing Parkway, this goes into the WestWing Mountain community. We've talked about WestWing before. We'll talk about it again in the future. WestWing Mountain is a very family-friendly, active community. It's median to high-end to even some luxury homes. They have some homes, they have gated communities. They have, non-gated communities for, families and whatnot. So there's a lot of good things about this community. There's a school, a coffee shop, a church. Actually, one of the best coffee shops in the city of Peoria, it's a craft coffee shop, is in WestWing Mountain, next to the church and next to the park over there. That's by the school. So that is awesome. What we love about WestWing is if you're driving through there on like a weekend, you'll always see families out and about walking, biking. You'll see people going to the hiking trails because it's surrounded by mountains. You'll see people walking their dogs, couples out walking or running together. So it's a very active community, I would say, and just a really great location because if you come down here just a little bit to Lake Pleasant and Happy Valley, this is the P83 the Four Corners shopping center, and there is a ton of shopping and dining over here. There's a huge Fry's that just went in that has, like the cheese and wine and alcohol bar and the bakery, and it's huge. And then they have like Home Depot, Target, Aldi over here, some coffee, they have a Black Rock, a Starbucks over here. They have restaurants. There's going to be a movie theater put in over here. And then they also have like a Twisted Sugar and all the other, kind of things that you could need are going to be right there in this area. So that's great. If you go on the other side of Lake Pleasant, you'll see there's some neighborhoods over here. Pleasant Valley, this is a really nice high-end gated community. And then there's some other newer construction that was built over here. And that is really awesome because those are just, they're newer construction. It's a beautiful neighborhood. You kind of have these like slightly windy roads that go up a little bit with the hills, closer to the mountain, and just mountain views all over this area of Surprise. So we just absolutely, we love that. So I think that's great. Let's go across. So, WestWing is over here and, there's some, there's mountains all around this area. And if we go over here, we go a little bit more east, you can see there's lots of streets. And all of these are neighborhoods, so we have Rock Springs over here. That's a beautiful small gated community that's off of Joe Max. And then we have this new construction going in right here, Alora Vita, which is, they're still building out over there. They're still finishing out phase 1. And then phase 2 is going to be put over here. So there's a lot of land that's being cleared right now. And then a little bit north on the north section for phase 2. Of tons of new construction going in. So that is awesome. And then if you go to the south section right here off of Joe Max, this is mostly all Terramar. So Terramar is a large master plan community. It was built in the early 2000s and great location off of 67th and Happy Valley. There's a huge church here, a new gym, there's shopping over here, and then you're just a couple miles away from the Loop 101 freeway. So that is a really great, this whole section is just a really great area. If you need to go across Happy Valley over to the I-17, it's not that bad of a drive. There's tons of shopping and dining over here, and this is and entertainment. This is Phoenix, but it's not that bad to get over there from the Peoria area. So the funny thing about, this area, this northwest section of Peoria, is that I'm a native here. I've grown up in the city of Peoria, or the city of Glendale, and I moved to Peoria as an adult. And I went to a charter school over here, Happy Valley. And at the time, there was nothing over here past Happy Valley School. And there was a couple of houses, but there was literally 67th and Happy Valley was a 4-way stop. There was no light there. Now there's a light there because there's all of these homes, right? So there was no light there. It was a 4-way stop, dirt road this way to the west on Happy Valley. And we used to park in a dirt lot across from Happy Valley, which is now shops. I mean, there's like a Starbucks and a Mexican restaurant and a nail place there across the way. And Terramar wasn't built out yet. Neither was any of this. This was all like dirt out here. It was just desert, you know. And there's just been so much expansion in this North Peoria area, and it's beautiful. These are beautiful communities. You know, it's kind of like the West Valley Scottsdale, you know, non-Scottsdale prices and taxes, because Scottsdale is far more expensive than this area, but some beautiful homes, you know, families moving into this area, high end, you know, people that are making, you know, high end and luxury homes out here, and, you know, family friendly neighborhoods and amenities, and bringing in, you know, good money and income into the North Peoria area. So that's really, really good to see. This is just genuinely, I think, a beautiful area. And we really love it. We recommend it. And a lot of our clients really love it as well. So if you're looking to build or you want to buy resale, you know, you can find all of that, and you can find, you know, more amenities coming into this area, especially with all the demand from all the people that are living here in North Peoria. One last section. If you go up 67th, there is a community here called Sonoran Mountain Ranch, and it borders this east side of this mountain preserve over here. So there's hiking and a community in here. That, again, is a very quiet community. Lots of little parks within there, and really beautiful. And right now, it doesn't connect. Like, there's no way to get to the Loop 303 over here. So there's not like a lot of traffic or things going on building wise over here, because there's no access right now. It's just desert and land. So it's a quiet community. So if you're looking, you know, for, you know, a really quiet, like, community that's family friendly, a little bit further apart from like all the main stuff that's happening here off of Happy Valley, this could be a great option for you as well. And more medium price point there. So just a consideration. All along this North Peoria area, though, there are luxury homes. There's high-end communities. There's small gated communities. So if you're looking for high-end and luxury homes in the Peoria area, there definitely is that. Now, over here, this section that's in the middle of Peoria is a county island. So these are going to be acreage properties that have a Peoria mailing address, but they're technically not the city of Peoria, because it's a county island, meaning it's, you know, separate from, you know, the main amenities like, you know, fire and everything for the city of Peoria. So you're going to have a little bit, there's no HOA in here. Typically there's, you're going to get a bigger lot. You can build, you're going to have like the ranch style homes. You know, I know people that have, some livestock, like, you know, some chickens, horses, things like that in this area. So that's kind of in the middle of it, in between 83rd, 91st, and then a little bit off of Pinnacle Peak. Also, 91st and Pinnacle Peak, there is this Campbell's restaurant, which is like an old country restaurant and store, and it's just awesome. So a lot of people think of like the tumbleweeds and the cowboy boots and like the Wild Wild West when they think of living in the Phoenix metro area in general, which is not so much the case anymore. I mean, maybe if you go to like a little bit of Waddell, Buckeye, Whitman, Queen Creek, Santan, Florence, like some of those farther out areas. But, you know, the Phoenix metro area is more of a metro area than anything now, although you can still, of course, find this even in like New River or outside of Anthem, like the North Phoenix area. But this is just a really cool little like old country store and, you know, authentic restaurant, you know, Western style and just like home cooking. And, you know, just a nice thing to have, I think, an experience, you know, in the city of Peoria. And they also do like a little farmer's market there and little markets and stuff. So I think that's awesome. So let's go a little bit further south. So we're going to go we're like approaching right now, you know, you come down here, down, you know, 83rd and around the Deer Valley, Beardsley, Lake Pleasant, you know, intersection. So you've got Camino Lago over here, which is, you know, entry level homes to median and like slightly, you know, high end. And then you have the Meadows over here, which is a really nice, you know, higher end to luxury master plan community that was just built They're kind of, building out the last couple houses here. And you have this borders over here. This area borders like Sun City. So you have a little bit of Sun City and age restricted Sun City West over here. So this section, has some of the houses are a little bit older, like, 30 years old or so. Some of the houses have no HOA and they have, bigger lots. You can have like your RV, your boats and stuff parked, in your backyard past your RV gates and everything like that. And then you have, like the typical, normal, just like everyday 3-2, 1,500 square feet homes over here, maybe 4-2. There's a couple of parks. There's a really nice, this Alta Vista Park right here is really nice. There's, a nice dog park there, a nice walking trail, basketball court. And this is just a great area because it is so easy to get to the 101 from here. And it's so easy to get up to the 303 if you go up Lake Pleasant into Happy Valley, or if you want to go to Surprise, you can go this back way to Bell and down and across, or you can go up this way to Happy Valley and then down. So I feel like it's a really great location if you spend a lot of time in the Northwest Valley. If you were for some reason PCSing to Luke Air Force Base, you're also not that far away. We do commonly hear and see the jets from Luke Air Force Base, which is, wrong direction. Luke Air Force Base is over here off of Northern. So not here. I'm just going to get directions. Here we go. It's going to be much easier. Oh. So not too bad. You've got like a 20-minute drive from this section or from this like south section. If you just move this up a little bit and were to go, over here to the section that I'm talking about, I think it'd be about the same. So I think we'll just continue going on our tour of the Peoria, Arizona area and all the things that you need to know over here. So there is also the high schools for Peoria. Depending on where you're at, you could source to a couple of different high schools. I think some of the sections in the north part of Peoria, up by the Terramar area, I think those kids go to Mountain Ridge, which is technically Glendale, but it's off of 67th, a little bit north of Deer Valley. But there is Liberty High School over here by this Camino Lago area. It's over here. And then there is Sunrise Mountain, which is over here off of, oh my goodness. So this is 83rd and Beardsley. Sunrise Mountain is off of 83rd and Deer Valley. Where is Deer Valley? Okay, there we go. I'm getting turned around over here. Okay, so you have Sunrise Mountain, which is, why is it not showing on the map for you guys? Oh, there we go. So I was looking on the wrong side of the map. I only pass by it like every other day. So here we go. So we've got Sunrise Mountain High School right here. So you've got 83rd, which 83rd turns into Lake Pleasant right here and then goes up this way. That's why I was looking at Lake Pleasant. And so you've got some grocery stores right here, some vets, like other little businesses right here. And then Deer Valley, which goes across, really easy access. And then you just got a bunch of other houses over here. So this is Westbrook Village, which that's actually age restricted. And that is a golf course, age restricted retirement community. Beautiful, beautiful community. But again, you are, if you're 50, if you're older than 55, you can live there. If you're younger than 55, you cannot. So, just that's a consideration right there. So if we go down, there are more homes over here. It kind of like gets really tight. You can see the borders are red right here, and it kind of is like narrowing, funneling down. So you've got a neighborhood right here between Union Hills and Bell. This is right off the Loop 101, which is a crazy, crazy good location. Right now, I'm about to take a listing that's going to be over here in this neighborhood, and honestly, just like the location, how close you are to the 101, you're super close to all of the shopping, the mall, the P83 and entertainment area over here. It is unreal, like how great of a location this is. And then on one side, you've got a retirement community essentially. So, it's not like you're in a big party area, which some people want the nightlife and everything, some people don't. So this is a great location, just being so close to the 101. If you have any kind of commute, or I try to use the 101 as often as I can on this section, just because it's so much faster than going surface streets. So if I can, and the Costco's over here, there's a Walmart Supercenter, there's a Sam's Club, the mall, spring training for Peoria is over here. So this is a really awesome area. Let's go down. So again, this is also a really great area over here. As you go down, there is another huge park over here, which is Rio Vista Park. And that is great. They actually just revamped the park. There's baseball fields there, soccer fields, a splash pad. They have they have a skate park, sand volleyball. They have a community and rec center with a gym, and I think they have like a rock climbing facility and a pool as well. And then they also have, which is really awesome, they put in the playground, like a very, very friendly equipment if you have children with special needs, which I think is really, really cool for the city of Peoria to do. The city of Peoria has really been focusing on their community, what their community wants, and I think that's awesome. So you have that right here. Right here you have some lake homes. So they have this is a man-made lake. It's not a natural lake, but you have some lake homes here. And again, you're off of the 101, and that's a great location. Over here, this little pocket, over by Centennial High School, you have Acreage and Acreage properties here. So these are beautiful. You see really unique homes, ranch homes, these big 2 stories, some colonial style, that have like the columns and the pillars to them in the front. So lots of really cool homes in this area. You could have toys, you could have, boats, RVs, quads, whatever you want, horse property and all of that. So that's a really nice area. And then this is just an older section of Peoria over here. And I believe there might be some manufactured and mobile homes over here. Actually, I think that might be further south. I could be wrong, but see these little pockets, just more areas. But let's go back over. I'm going to go back over to the map. Let me pull. Okay. So this is the South Peoria area. So this is going to be most likely your 85345 zip code, I think is what that zip code is. And this is an older area here. So what you'll see is off of Grand, you're going to be able to see that's an older area. You're going to have those really small homes. You're going to see that they need a lot of work. You're going to see that the area, the home values are significantly less as the farther you go south down Peoria. So what you're going to see with this, if you want a fixer-upper or you want a home that's older that you can put some work into, you're definitely going to find that over here. And you're going to find that there's some revitalization, if you will, in the Peoria area. Now, I'm just going to say this. There's a lot of people that live in this part of Peoria that their families have been there for a long time. So I think you'll see that a lot in this area. And I think you're also going to see that there's some room for improvement, but there's also focused improvement happening in these areas. So again, that may not be a good fit for you, but maybe it also would. Maybe it's the area, where you're just familiar with that area if you've been here in, the Peoria area before, or maybe you won't. Just really depends. But what we're going to see is you come down here, and you're going to see it kind of looks like there's a lot more development, right? And this is because this has all been, for the most part, developed for a long time. And off of Grand, we have this, this Oldtown Peoria area. So we have like downtown Peoria over here. This is Oldtown Peoria. Downtown, they have Peoria City Attorney's Office, the police department. There's an elementary school, and you'll see like a lot as you're like driving along 60, what we've called Grand Avenue here. If you haven't been here, your whole life, and you hear somebody say Grand or the 60, it's the same thing. So Grand Avenue that runs, across the valley, you'll see a lot on this stretch of like old, big, like commerce centers on either side that are either really run down or they are like abandoned. They have like whole shops they're just, they're empty. They don't have any tenants in them. They're, kind of beat up. They are super empty parking lots. So that is a consideration. Now there is a Walmart over here and a high school over here, which is Peoria High School. And this area, there's a lot of places over, like homes over here that do have some land, and then you have, like, you'll see like these homes around it. So I think the biggest thing that you just need to know about this area is just that it's, this is not like a high end or luxury area. You have a lot of like warehouse and like factory jobs over here, and like warehouse or like warehouses for businesses that are over here in this commerce area that they have their, not their headquarters, but like in a large office building, commercial area that's along this side. So I just think that I guess you just need to know, if you're moving here, this is going to be an older area. Like if I take you to Oldtown Peoria and I put you here and I do the street view, just to kind of show you. Now, what you'll see over here, which I think is actually really, really cool, is, there's this church that came in over here. They actually, they're partners with a church that is up in the WestWing community, which is the church that I actually go to. And they partnered with this church. They're like a branch of it. And they specifically came into this downtown Oldtown Peoria area they built a church and a coffee shop, and are kind of trying to like revitalize and bring some of the cool stuff into this downtown Peoria area because it would benefit the community, right? And so if I do the street view for you, which doesn't want to seem to be working right now here. Let's see. Oh, there we go. I think you'll kind of see. So like this is the coffee shop over here. You can kind of see like these older, like these are almost like, for Arizona and like Phoenix, like historic areas. So this is, you've got an auto place, you've got some shops down here. And if you come through here, you can just kind of see that, it's just, this is like the older downtown area. So I'm going to take you towards Grand. They have a really cool furniture shop over here, which is like vintage, like mid-century modern furniture. Some cool artwork here, but like I think you can just tell that this area is just, it's not new construction. This is where like they first built out Peoria, right? And so I think that's just important to know and kind of see for yourself. I think I'm driving on like the opposite end of traffic over here. But let me go down to some of this residential area over here. I'm going to go over by the high school up here so you can kind of see like with these houses like in this area. So these are, and what you'll see is like you kind of start to see like, flippers coming into these areas, kind of like, flipping some of these homes that have like really been distressed or neglected, or they just like have not been updated in 40 plus years. And so you'll find some areas where like it seems like the houses are even older than these ones. These aren't, these aren't the end of the world, but I think, just kind of, you'll kind of see like these are non-HOA areas and just, older than what you would see, in other areas. So just kind of a good glimpse for you. So there's, bigger lots over here. I think this is being built up at the time. That's a pretty old building there. So all of this to say is that, there's a lot of different areas overall in the city of Peoria. Like I'm actually going to take you to Street View over here in this Desert Harbor area, because I think it's just to give you a couple of different sections of Peoria to show you. So now these are probably homes that are like 30 years old by this point, which is not terrible. But if you're looking for new construction, you just need to know which areas you're going to be looking for and what that looks like, really. You can see these are just a little bit more manicured. There's, probably an HOA in here, a little bit, newer homes in this area, and probably just a little bit better kept because there is an HOA and it's newer, and, they have more requirements. Typically it seems like the newer the construction, the more requirements for upkeep. There we go. So just to give you some looks at the homes, let's just go back to one more section. I'm going to take you to Vistancia, just because I think that's a beautiful community, and show you in Vistancia. Let's see if I show you Vistancia. What street view are we allowed to look at in here? That is the question. Here. Let's go over to, go right in here. Okay, so this is in the village. You can see these homes are a lot newer. A lot more modern, still very, most Arizona homes, most Phoenix homes are going to have a very like signature look to them, I would say. And especially from what we hear from clients, like from out of state, we don't really have like siding or anything. We have a lot of stucco. And that's just how it is. Let's see if the map will let me go there. Okay, probably not. So you have, see like the sidewalks and the walking trails. There's all throughout here in Vistancia. I think, let's keep going. Very, lots of desert up here. Have like, this is like the wash here, and it's on either side, where ideally if there was water, there'd be like a slight riverbed. It's like a biking trail. It's going to go through the community. Actually, I think we're on the side of the school. So you can see the school. I think this is Sunrise Point. I want to say elementary. Or is this Vistancia? This might be Vistancia Elementary over here. And there's actually over here on the other side of this is the community center. And then there's a park right over here as well. So it's really nice just to have all of that like connecting. So this is trying to get there. This is the community center is right over here. This is a large roundabout that goes through. So you have the community center. So this is, in a nutshell, this is the city of Peoria. And I hope that this video was helpful for you. I mean, if you have any more questions or, you know, whatever, make sure that you watch the driving tours we have of the different areas and the ones that are to come. Because while this helps seeing it on the map, you definitely want to know, you know, where else or what else, you know, it looks like, and see it kind of from a, like, the perspective of like you're there. And this is just kind of showing you, you know, area wise. And one more note. So the city of Peoria borders Glendale, Phoenix over here, Surprise, Sun City West, El Mirage, and Sun City, and then Glendale on this side as well. So tons of areas that even if you're looking, you could go and be around this area and outside of it, and, you know, be close to the city of Peoria in another city that's maybe more affordable, or just on the other, you know, the other side, if it's not quite, you know, the right fit for you or your budget, whatever it might be. So hope this was helpful, and we will make sure to get out more of these map tours and more video driving tours and vlog tours for you as well. So that is a deep dive into living in Peoria, Arizona. If you want to know more, you want to continue to learn all about living in Phoenix and the Phoenix real estate market, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. That way you get notified every time there's a new video. And of course, if you're moving here or you're thinking about moving here in a month, 6 months, a year to 2 years, it doesn't matter to us. You can reach out to us by text, call, DM, email. We're here for you. We would love to help you in the process of your real estate relocation to the Phoenix metro area, or if you're going to be buying or selling in the Phoenix area, we are here for you. Happy to help anytime.